Eve. We're celebrating. Tomo, this is the big 100 for Tomo.
Oh, well, just taking long enough, I think, though. Well done, you.
Steph's just given us the parish notes. Very important for them to listen. We thank the volunteers. Tomo, how are you feeling?
Right.
Will Steph give Tomo a shout out?
Hey? Yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, Tomo, and that was you.
What's wrong?
Now, we're on a celebratory park run. It's Tomo's 100th. Now these two, Matt, you've done a few with Tomo, a few park runs. Can you recall any moments running park run with Tomo over the last 100 times?
Whenever she says she's going out for a steady run and she goes around flying out really quick.
Yeah, sandbagging. Dave, you've done a good number of park runs with Tomo.
Lots of runs with Tomo.
Any spring to mind?
Probably the 5k PB.
Was you there on that one?
I was helping her.
Right, let's check in with Tomo as she comes up towards the funnel. Right then, Tomo, we're coming up to the famed Long Eaton funnel. This is the 100th time. Not all at Long Eaton, but most. How many have been at Long Eaton?
I think it's
85.
85.
There's Michael. The funnel looks very disorganised. We're coming to the end on Tomo's 100th park run. Tomo's coming into the finish for the 100th time. The arch of success. Look at the arch. Oh, that's confusing there, Michael. Who knows what that order was?
The wrong times. No complaint.
Well done, Dave. We've done Tomo's 100. Boom. Sorry. Well, funnel marshalled.
I think that lady's before us, actually.
I think you might have been for us.
I think you're before us.
Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah, have a place on us. Thank you, Marshall. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. That's it, we've done it. What? Hey, 163. Tomo, well done, Tomo. 100 today. Yes. How do you feel?
Lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Great. Welcome back to CWC. Now, I've had a lot of feedback that I've not been interviewing enough people. It's been a chat with Chant and only Chant. But now, today, I am going to correct that. I am out with one of the fastest runners in the East Midlands. He won't say that, but I will. And he's definitely one of the fastest at Long Eaton Running Club. And he's going to be even faster in 2023, because we're going to talk about his goals for 2023, and they will be some handsome goals. So today I am out with none other than Will Lon Pigola.
Hello.
Come on, Will, let's go for a run and talk about your running. Right then, Will, let's talk about you and running, because you've been running with Long Eaton for maybe a year and a half, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And so, how long have you been running?
4 years, just over 4 years.
So for the first few years, were you a solo runner?
I was, entirely.
And so, how did you find being a solo runner? Was that okay, or what
liked it? Yeah, it's a bit weird. I just started running because I was not super healthy. Didn't really look after myself and needed to start doing something when I hit my 30s.
You're only a youngster.
Well, technically a veteran now. But yeah, so I just started jogging, and then
you must have known, I'm going to say, that you had some natural talent.
Not really. I'd always enjoyed putting in a lot of miles, and you you know, notice on Strava, oh, I do actually run quite a lot of miles compared to what everyone else does, but not.
So
I really thought anything of it.
you were just doing plenty of miles,
Yeah,
and it wasn't ever with a view to doing anything.
not really, no. And then basically on Strava I met Mario, and he was like, oh, come and join Long Eaton, and I didn't.
So Mario tried to talk you in, you rejected.
Well, for a while I held off during the pandemic, and then kind of as we're coming out of the pandemic and the races started happening, I thought, yeah, maybe I'll join a club, because there'll be some races and stuff, and it might be nice to know a few people.
I remember seeing you for the first time at the Wiln 10k.
Yeah.
I think, was that your first race?
That was my first race as Long Eaton, yeah.
Had you done races before as yourself?
As myself, I think I'd only done like 2. I'd done Robin Hood one year, 2019 I think, and then I'd done one other like 10k at Wolverton Hall, and that was about it.
Because when you joined the club, you quite quickly found yourself nestled in the front end of these races, contributing to winning many team prizes.
Yeah.
So you must have known, hang on, I have got a little bit of talent for this.
Oh yeah, that's kind of when I started to realise, do you know what, I'm alright. I'm not too bad. Got a bit of talent, yeah, a little bit, maybe.
From the Wiln 2021?
2021? Yeah.
And you've started, if we look at the journey from there, I see that first 10k running in the blue and white, that got you a time of somewhere around 30, was it 34ish? I don't know.
32.50.
Oh, 32.50. And there you were thinking, I'm not that quick. And did you contribute there to win the men's team prize?
Yeah.
So race 1, first team prize, not bad at all, Will.
Nah, that was alright.
Got to be happy with that. I'm sensing then you've stepped up a bit. You've joined the elite training squad, and I've seen you train. You're a hard worker and puts a huge amount of effort in.
I try to be. Yeah. I think there's a group, well, the Wiln group, I think just encourages hard work from everyone, doesn't it? And
you're certainly part of that.
Yeah.
So having done your first 10k for the club, what were your aims?
After that, morning. After that, I was so I signed up for Robin Hood, and that's kind of when I met the Wiln group as well. So I'd been training with them for only a couple of weeks before that, and then yeah, I mean at that point the goal was, and still is, London. So then there was a whole autumn of racing there actually, which was really good last autumn. So we won the team prize at that.
Fantastic.
Which was really good. That was between me, Ryan, Mark and Alex, 4 to count, and I think we did really well. And then there were a few other races, and then there was Derby Half.
Derby Half, November 2021.
End of November, yeah.
Very cold morning.
-6.
Was cold, but it's fair to say you were very hot on the run.
Yeah. Well, did all right that day. That was probably the run that I was most happy with that I've ever done.
Where did you finish in that race?
5th.
5th. So you got a top 5 position.
Yep.
And what time did you do?
71:21.
Oh, I nailed it.
So, yeah.
So that, if I'm right, that's still your PB today.
That's still my PB today. Yep.
And that would have got you your London Championship place, wouldn't it?
It did. It got me the place.
But did you make it?
I didn't make it.
We'll come on to that. But this is November 21.
Yep.
I think what follows after there is a little purple patch of PBs.
Yes.
Up to about spring of 2022.
Yep.
So let's rattle through them.
Right.
5k.
15:38.
March 2022.
April.
April. Where are we?
Yeah. Mid-April 2022 was the 5k. Mallory Park.
Mallory Park, Leicester.
Yep.
Fantastic. We move on. 5 mile.
5 mile. Alsager.
Alsager.
February the 6th.
2022. So we're still. This is the purple patch.
This is it. Yeah. Pure.
And then the 10k.
Yep.
That is Fradley.
Bradley.
That is that March?
That was March
22.
2022. 32:21.
And so we've got the half, we've got the 5k, and we've got the 10k and the 5 mile.
Yeah. Oh, 10 mile as well.
10 mile.
Just before Derby 10 last year was 54:08. So that was a good one.
So that's a November race.
Yeah.
10 miles. So November through to April, about 6 months.
Yeah.
You're on fire, aren't you?
I had a good run. I had a good run there.
And then what happens?
So then, end of April, we go into marathon, and we go 2:39. Really happy with that.
2:39 Shakespeare.
Yep.
That was run end of April, wasn't it?
End of April, yeah, last weekend in April.
But that would have got you your marathon time as well, wouldn't it?
Yep. So there I am thinking, I'm set for London this year in October, and London next year. Well, as I'm training, I start to notice, oh, getting a bit of a pain in my right hip, right here, and
Right hip.
just right here,
Yeah.
and it's affecting me on some of the longer runs. And then one day I'm just in the shower, you know, after a run, and I look down, and it's just like there's like a ball here, which, you know,
Doesn't seem right to me.
it didn't seem entirely right. So there's just like a swelling right on my hip there.
You knew something was wrong.
I thought, yeah, something's probably wrong. And I was like, well, the swelling's not really painful, but you've got an inguinal hernia. And I was like, that doesn't sound good. He was like, no, don't worry about it. You can run, you'll be fine.
So you persisted.
I persisted, and unfortunately, it wasn't the sort that I can run with for years and years.
So the issue has changed. Things have got worse,
Yeah.
and now the running, all that training, that purple patch
Yeah.
comes to an abrupt halt.
Oh yeah.
You go under the surgeon's knife, I believe.
I did, yeah. So what happened was, I was running, and I could just feel myself week on week on week, just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And it got to a point where, yeah, I had to go and get it fixed. So I had to go to the surgeon, cut me open, sew it back up, put some mesh in there.
So that put an end to your running quick times in effect for a good few months.
Oh yeah.
Knocked you right back.
Oh yeah.
So conditions were pretty wet, but we were celebrating Tomo being out there. That's it done, Tomo. 100 park runs.
Yep.
Next stop 250. When would you predict you would get your 250?
At 10 years.
10 years time. So, or check in the end of 2032 to see whether Tomo has got 250 park runs. Happy New Year.